Good evening, Raider baseball fans, and welcome to Rouse Raider baseball as we begin district play tonight versus the Leander Lions. Rouse plays host tonight and comes into tonight 12-2 on the season. Leander comes in at 7-8. And it is a blustery day, the wind coming out of the northwest, and it is blowing from left to right. And so you will probably see a lot of pop-ups that are hit out to left, out in the midfield, knocking balls down tonight, Steve.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very tough night for playing baseball.
Yeah, it's going to take a large, very hard hit ball to get out to left field. I think anything will carry to right. Just a simple pop-up will be an adventure, to say the least.
Right. And looking forward to baseball tonight, getting back, try to work some of the bad taste out of their mouth from last week's loss on Friday to the McNeil Mavericks.
Yeah, that was a surprising loss. We didn't play the way we typically play, making the routine plays. A bunch of errors. I think we had 8 or 9 errors in that game, and we just got to flush that one away. Best baseball players have a short memory, they say.
Well, you have to. You got once it's done, you got to move on because the next one's out ahead of you. So it's baseball time as the coaches and the umpires have met at the on-deck circle, or not the on-deck circle, but at home plate. It's going to be a good night for baseball. First meeting of the season between these two programs, and looking to get some things done tonight. Rouse looking to bounce back from that loss. So Andrew Kithill will be on the bump for the Raiders tonight. He comes in 2-1 on the season with a 2.62 ERA. Starting lineup for the Leander Lions tonight. I'm looking at the wrong one. Number 7, Andrew Buentello at short. Batting second, number 19, Alex Dunbar in right field. Batting third, number 14, Noah Ruin will be on the mound. And number 2, Garrett Landry will be at third base. Number 24, Dyron Dixon will be their designated hitter. He will be hitting for the catcher, number 21, Caden Sisson. Batting sixth will be number 18, Dylan Capers at first base. Batting seventh, number 5, Eddie Spear in left field. And batting eighth, number 6, Jaron Colton at second base. And rounding out the order will be number 12, Jamie Williams in center field. We'll take a moment for the national anthem. And we'll be right back with you. You're watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. It's baseball time in Texas as we get set to get started here at Raider Field on the campus of Rouse High School. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kithill. I have a little bit of parental jitters as his son, Andrew Kithill, will be on the mound for the Raiders tonight, and I know that feeling very well.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm always excited to watch my son pitch, and you may hear a few homer calls from me. Please just bear with me here.
Defensively for the Raiders tonight on the mound will be number 20, Andrew Kithill. Behind the plate, number 9, Carter Heinrich. At first base, number 1, Drew Forcell. At second base, number 7, Ryan Galloway. At third base, number 17, Colby Diaz. At short, number 23, Lucas Sparshoe. In left field, number 8, Oscar Salazar. In center field, number 6, Jake Alepa. And in right field, number 3, Keegan Solomon. So we're seeing some changes in positions tonight from what we saw Friday night versus McNeil. So you're seeing Carter Heinrich behind the plate, and Keegan Solomon moves out to right field. Drew Forsell back in at first as he was off on Friday night.
Yeah, Keegan Solomon had a wonderful game in left field on Friday morning, and then he came back behind the plate and also did a great job. He's swinging a hot stick lately as well, probably maybe one of the hottest on Rouse baseball.
So Rouse having some success at the collegiate level. You saw the highlight of Dalton Porter, who graduated last year, hit his first collegiate home run for the University of Texas versus UT Rio Grande Valley.
Did you see that smile, that big old grin he had? He just lit up, didn't he?
He did light up. And what I didn't know, and this was tweeted out by Danny Davis of the American Statesman, said it was a Rouse sixth, as Jared Southard, who graduated in 2019, pitched a no-hit top half of the sixth inning. Well, we're set to get things started as Andrew Buentello stands in as he takes for ball one as Kid Hill gets things started. First pitch. 0-1, the count to Buentello. Kid Hill winds and delivers a fastball down the middle. Not sure where that missed.
It was a little high, but man.
Might have been a little bit high, as no sign from the umpire. And 2 balls, no strikes to Buentello. Pitch high for ball 3. 3-0 the count to Buentello. The wind and the delivery gets the outside corner for strike 1. That was a beautiful pitch. The 3-1.
Oh, there we go.
Gets the bottom of the zone, and now he climbs back in it and works the count full. The payoff. That's cut on and fouled back out of play. Count remains at 3-2.
Ball got out of the
dugout into the field of play.
Or something. Yeah.
Payoff pitch is cut on and hit out to center. Jake Alepa tracks it over to his left, makes the catch, and that will do it for Buentello.
Never know where those balls are going to go tonight. Ball up in the air like that could carry all the way to the fence. Never
could. Wind blowing out of the northwest. Number 19, Alex Dunbar, the right fielder, stands in. He digs in from the left side. Pitch misses high and outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Just misses that outside corner for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Dunbar. Curveball gets the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Number 14, Noah Ruin, on deck for the Lions. 3-1 delivery just misses down and away for ball 4.
Now batting, number 14, Noah Ruin.
One on with one out
Could y'all hear that over the speaker?
here in the top of the first for Noah Ruin. Slider gets the outside corner for strike one. Kidhill from the stretch. Dunbar at first. The 0-1 delivery, curveball down the middle for strike two. You know, sometimes you see when with some pitchers, they get a runner on base, they become more intense and they do better with somebody on than when somebody's not. And then, of course, you also have the opposite of that where people get stressed out with somebody on. And then all they can focus on is trying to pick the guy off and keep him from stealing. And
absolutely becomes a big distraction, right?
right, it doesn't become a focus at the plate. 0-2, the count to Ruin. Kidhill from the stretch. He delivers. This is cut on and fouled back out of play. Garrett Landry on deck. The throw over to first, not in time. Kidhill's got a nice little pickoff move. And a quick throw over to first. The 0-2, curveball swung on and missed for strike three, and that will do it for Noah Ruin. 2 away
Now batting.
for Garrett Landry. 1 on with 2 outs. Kidhill delivers a fastball right down the middle for strike one.
There we go.
Dialing in.
Yep.
Work out the jitters. First district game in District 25-5A. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball cut on and foul tip for strike two.
It's the first district game in 2 years, unfortunately. But glad to be back.
Glad to be back.
Ah.
Leander in their red tops and white bottoms. Rouse in pinstripes. The 0-2, swing and a miss from Landry, and that will do it. No runs on no hits. 1 left on. After 1 half, we're scoreless here in Leander. That was a good start
I can breathe again.
for Andrew Kidhill in that inning. He goes through 15 pitches in that first inning. Due up for your Rouse Raiders, number 6, Jake Alepa, number 8, Oscar Salazar, and number 3, Keegan Solomon. Defensively for the Lions, starting pitcher tonight, number 14, Noah Ruin behind the plate, number 21, Caden Sisson. At first base, number 18, Dylan Capers. At second base, number 6, Jared Cotton. At third base, number 2, Garrett Landry. At short, number 7, Andrew Buentello. In left field, number 5, Eddie Spear. In center field, number 12, Jamie Williams. And in right field, number 19, Alex Dunbar. Ruin, a tall, lanky right-hander.
3/4 action, I think. If I was right. Yeah. Maybe
Working a little sidearm there.
right down to the sidearm. Yep. And the ball's going to move even more throwing into the wind. Going to make that ball dance a little bit.
Well, he's got a nice little curveball. Boy, even his fastball tails away.
Yeah. It'll be a different look for these Rouse batters today.
Through district play, we both have a home-and-home series. Tomorrow night, we will be facing Liberty Hill at Liberty Hill. That game will start at 7 o'clock. You can catch it live here on SHN Sports. The shortstop, Jake Alepa, stands in. The pitch from Ruin, curveball across the plate for strike one. Probably going to see people take the first couple of pitches. Breaking ball misses inside for ball one. That'll even the count up at 1. Oscar Salazar on deck. The 1-1 pitch from Ruin. Fastball down the middle for strike one, or strike two. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch down and away for ball two. 2-2.
I mean, that wind has got to be going 30 miles an hour. I just hear it. I feel the building shake.
It is whipping.
Whew.
It's gotten worse throughout the day. This morning it was not so bad. Changeup cut on and fouled back. The 2-2 count. Fastball down the middle for strike three, and that will do it for Jake Alepa. Left fielder Oscar Salazar comes to the plate. Oscar Salazar had a very good night versus Elgin last Thursday. Ruin winds and delivers. Curveball that gets the outside part of the plate, and it is.
Whew, that looked like a frisbee. Wow. Tough pitch.
It is a tough pitch. The 0-1, this is cut on and hit over to second. Cotton has it. Throw over to Capers at first, and that will retire Salazar. 4-3 on the putout. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 3, Keegan Solomon.
See if Keegan can keep that hot bat going.
Colby Diaz on deck for the Raiders. Ruin winds and delivers. Fastball right down the middle, but at the top of the zone for strike one. These type of pitchers really keep your batters off balance. The 0-1, that one looked better than the first one, but it misses for ball one. Even count, 1-1. The pitch from Ruin misses high and away for ball two. The 2-1 delivery gets that outside corner. That evens the count up at 2. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball. This is hit down the third baseline. Landry has it. Throw over to first. Capers in time. And that will do it. 5-3 on the putout, and the Raiders go down in order. After one complete, we're tied scoreless here in Leander. Due up for the Lions in the second inning, the designated hitter, Dyron Dixon, Dylan Capers, and Eddie Spear. So I my tally, oh, I gave that the wrong one. My tally for Ruin in that inning, he went 12 pitches, if I am correct. Andrew Kidhill back on to pitch the second for the Raiders. We're hitless so far. Raiders, of course, no runs, no hits, nobody left on in the bottom half of the first. So those sidearm pitchers and three-quarter arm slot pitchers give a batter a much different look than they're normally seeing. Most of your throwers out there throw over the top.
Yeah, you can start to get on the sidearm pitchers when they start to rise the ball just a little bit in the zone, and that's when usually that happens when they get a little bit tired or fatigued. And
your good hitters will start picking up on that. And
the hitter up right now, Dyron, he's committed to Iowa Wesleyan, and he's probably the most powerful hitter on the Leander team. Can easily hit it out of any park.
Dixon hitting in place of the catcher, Caden Sisson. This is hit out to right. Falls in front of Solomon. He has it. And Dixon picks up a single for the first hit of the game. As he jumps on the first pitch. That will bring up the first baseman, number 18, Dylan Capers. One on with no outs here in the top of the second for the Leander Lions. Kidhill checks over at first. Comes set and delivers a bunt over to first for the out, and he'll get the sacrifice. That will go 1-3 on the putout, and it moves Dixon over to second.
Little small ball. Never know what happens there.
One on with one out for the left fielder, Eddie Spear. Kidhill calls time and brings Heinrich out. Make sure they're on the same page. And, too, a lot of times these kids have played ball together over the years, and they may know the different quirks about a hitter, and they'll say,
absolutely.
okay, well, I know this guy, he really likes to jump on the inside pitch. Curveball, this is hit over towards short. Sparshoe has it. The throw over to first in time. Fielder's choice, and that will go 6-3. Dixon moves over to third. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 6, Jaron Cotton. Pitch from Kidhill is swung on and missed for strike one. Andrew showing poise with runners on base, or a runner on base. The 0-1 delivery. Curveball. Man, that was beautiful. Drops in for strike two, and Cotton in a quick hole, 0-2.
He needs to go right after him. Don't waste any pitches. Go right after him.
Kidhill comes set. He delivers this, hits his hands. Already called foul. No, he just called foul.
I think that hit his hands, but
I think it did, but his hands are part of the bat. And he was in the process of swinging.
They're going to talk about it.
People are asking for the link for the game tonight, and you can go to YouTube and go to look up SHN Sports, and you can find it there. I tweeted it out on Twitter.
Yeah, I put it on Facebook myself.
And it was also sent out on Facebook. You can look at Facebook and look up SHN Sports. Jaron Cotton caught looking for strike 3, and that will do it for the Lions in the second. No runs on one hit, one left on. After 1.5, we're scoreless. We want to thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball live on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kidhill.
Glad to be here, everybody. It's wonderful.
Noah Ruin back on to pitch the second. Had a pretty stellar first as he retired the side in order.
You know, we have a pretty decent crowd here tonight, even though the less than ideal conditions.
It's a little chilly, and that wind whipping in.
It's not going to get any warmer either.
Makes it pretty cool. Pretty good turnout for district play. Due up for the Raiders in the second, number 17, Colby Diaz, number 1, Drew Forcell, and number 34, Colin Correjo. Correjo, the designated hitter for the Raiders tonight, hitting for the pitcher, Andrew Kidhill. Diaz batting fourth in the order.
Let's see if Colby can come up. He's our most powerful hitter by far. Texas State commit. Enters the game with 5 home runs on the season already. He gets something up in the center to right field, and it's going to go. Everything's going to be an opposite field shot, though, tonight.
That's what you're kind of working for.
Yeah. Right-handed hitters have to be opposite field. Left-handed hitters can pull it.
Ruin toes in on the rubber. He winds and delivers. Breaking ball across the plate for strike 1. It's really working for him here early in the game. We'll see if it keeps up. The 0-1. This is cut on and hit over to third. Landry has it. Throw over to first is in time, and that will do it for Diaz. Drew Forcell comes to the plate. The wind into delivery. That's high and inside for ball 1. Colin Correjo on deck. 1-0 pitch from Ruin. Ruin misses the outside corner for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Lights are on. The sun beginning to set. High and outside, and for the first time, Ruin has gone into a 3-0 count tonight. A pitch from Ruin. The 3-0 misses high for ball 4. And Forcell draws the free pass. First base runner for the Raiders tonight as Colin Correjo comes up. Correjo batting from the left side. Ryan Galloway on deck. Throw over to first, not in time as Forcell dives back in. Ruin looks over. Takes another look, throws over. Not in time as Forsell dives back in.
Colin's just a sophomore this year, so we have a couple more years of watching him develop and play for Rouse baseball.
Still waiting for the first pitch from Ruin. Pitch misses outside. Nice break, but just a bit outside. Little Bob Euchre in there. Just a bit outside. Throw over to first, not in time as Forsell dives back in. There you go. Hey, Harry Carey here. Ruin comes set. The 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2.
That's 6 balls in a row.
Two balls, no strikes to Correjo. That ball misses way outside for ball 3. And Ruin has all of a sudden found it hard to get a strike. The 3-0 delivery. Ooh. In for a strike.
Oh, man. So they thought it was a walk. Drew Forsell started trotting to second. Ball's in play. There was never a time called, so that goes down as a stolen base, but you'll never see a slower stolen base than that.
Right. I was sitting there writing stuff in my book and totally missed that. I'm glad you were up watching it. 3 balls, 1 strike to Correjo. The pitch inside for a strike. Now that was a strike.
Yep.
That last one was a little debatable, but that one right there, there's no doubt. Ruin works it back to a full count. Payoff pitch.
Oh. You just watch that one.
And Correjo caught looking for out number 2. One on with 2 out. Runner at second base in the form of Drew Forsell for Ryan Galloway. Pitch gets the outside corner. It's easy to see that Ruin likes the right-handed batters a little better.
Yeah.
No balls, 1 strike. Lucas Sparshu on deck. The 0-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball 1. That'll even the count up at 1. Ruin comes set. Checks the runner. He hesitates and comes home. Foul tip back to the fence for strike 2. Ryan Galloway 1-2.
I think a base hit to left field will score the runner. The left fielder's playing pretty deep, especially with the wind knocking everything down.
And keep it low, a nice line drive.
Probably even center field. Center fielder's playing pretty deep as well. Right fielder has to play deep.
Ruin from the stretch. And he steps off and looks the runner back to second.
So I'm predicting anything through the infield will score the run.
Ruin checks Forsell. The pitch, that's down and away for ball 2. Deuce is wild with a 2-2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Mr. Galloway.
In the second inning.
Pitch for Ruin. This is fouled off the catcher's helmet. Foul tipped and careened off the catcher's helmet. As Galloway just gets a piece of it. The 2-2 pitch misses outside, and Galloway has worked the count back full.
Quality at bat for Ryan. He's got 8 pitches in this at bat, I think. Something close.
Yeah, I gave up on trying to keep up with it.
This is number 8, pitch number 8.
Payoff pitch. This is cut on and hit out to left. This will fall. Coach Crimpine is waving Forsell around. And Galloway caught in no man's land as he will be tagged out, but the Raiders pick up the run and come out with an RBI single.
You know, I don't mind that base running by Ryan, and the reason why I'm saying that is he wasn't sure if the ball would be, if it would be a close play at the plate, and he'd rather be we'd rather sacrifice Ryan there on the base paths and score the run anyways. So
right.
I don't mind it as much.
Now you got the run. That was the important thing right there. So you didn't strand the runner. You just overplayed the base. I don't know that Coach Crimpine's going to fault him that much for it.
Yeah.
He might, but you got the run home, and so you take the lead.
Take the lead any way you can, right?
Right.
You got to get it through.
So the Raiders come out of that one run on 1 hit, nobody left on. After 2 complete, it's 1-0 Raiders. Due up for the Lions. In the third will be the 9-1 and 2 hitters. That'll be number 12, Jamie Williams, the center fielder, leading off. Then back to the top of the order. Got 2 quality pitchers battling each other here as we get things started here in district, and you got a healthy district. Cedar Park climbs into the top 10 as they're ranked just ahead of Rouse at number 8.
Both Cedar Park, Georgetown, even Liberty Hill, really good, solid opponents for Rouse this year.
So, and Cedar Park was the game grade team of the week as they went undefeated in LISD tournament play, defeating number 1 Lake Travis out of 6A and number 9 College Station in 5A. Jamie Williams climbs in as he faces Kit Hill for the first time, and he takes for strike 1. So a lot of healthy action or healthy teams in District 25 5A. Curveball cut on and missed for strike 2, and Andrew really helping himself out with Williams getting into a hole. He takes for ball 1.
Before the season started, Andrew signed on with Wharton County Junior College. So next year, we'll be down in Wharton County.
Throw over to first, a little blooper off the bat, and Kid Hill plays it. That'll go 1-3 on the putout of Jamie Williams. That will bring up the shortstop, number 7, Andrew Buentello. Buentello 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first at bat. So he takes for ball 1. And I think that's the same exact pitch that Andrew threw to him
I think
the
so.
first pitch is his first at bat.
I think so.
The 1-0, this is cut on and hit right up the middle off the glove of Galloway, and Buentello will reach on the error. That'll go E4 on the error by Galloway.
Umpires moving the Leander team back into the dugout. Apparently they got a little far out for the umpire to be comfortable with.
Dunbar drew a walk his first time up as he stands in. Kid Hill from the stretch. This is cut on and popped up toward left center. Jake Alepa tracks it, makes the catch. A diving catch for Jake Alepa, and that's what he does. He brings good speed out there and tracked it well and made the catch. And we don't have our ESPN music, but we'll go ba-da-dun, da-da-dun.
He's a highlight reel out there. I tell you, he's so valuable to this team, both batting and fielding.
Very patient at the plate. Get a lot of quality at bats. Pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Heinrich. And that will allow Buentello to move down to second on the stolen base. The 1-0, nice little changeup.
He's got that pitch working today.
As Ruin swings and misses for strike one. 1-1 the count to Ruin. Kid Hill comes set. He delivers.
Ooh.
Fastball just misses inside for ball two.
I can tell you as his dad, I wanted that pitch a strike.
All right. Two balls, one strike to Noah Ruin. Andrew Buentello at second base. Two away. This is cut on and hit foul down the right field side, and a good thing.
Ooh, that was close.
Because that would have definitely brought Buentello home. Buentello definitely showing some good speed on the base path.
That was an inch or two foul.
An inch is as good as a mile.
Very true.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. 1 runner on. This is cut on and hit over to short. Sparshoe has it. Throw over to first. Tag. No, they said he missed the tag. As the throw pulled Forsell off the bag. And that will credit Ruin with a hit.
Okay, we got a pinch runner.
Got a courtesy runner coming in, and number 11.
Let's see, number 11, Caden Wheatley.
Number 11, Caden Wheatley, courtesy running for the pitcher with runners on the corners. For Garrett Landry. Garrett Landry struck out swinging back in the first. 2 on with 2 out. Pitch from Kid Hill in the dirt outside for ball 1. From the stretch. Kid Hill steps off and Looks the runner's back. Third, then first. The 1-0. Fastball in the dirt. For ball 2. 2-0 the count to Landry. Dyron Dixon on deck.
You got to get him. You got to get
the 2-0, swing and a miss on the fastball.
Got to get this batter. You don't want to face Dyron with the bases loaded.
The pitch just misses for ball 3.
You've got to bring it here.
And Garrett Landry with a 3-1 count.
Batter probably knows what's coming.
Kid Hill comes set. He delivers.
Oh.
Just misses low for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Dyron Dixon. Coach Harris coming out to talk with the infield. Try to determine a little strategy right here is they know what type of hitter Dixon is. You have a force at any plate or any base.
Dyron is a notorious first pitch swinging batter. Let's see if he gives him anything right here.
Kid Hill from the stretch. Breaking ball high for ball 1. Looks like he tried to go a little bit high, hoping he would chase.
Yep.
Want to know the count to Dixon. Bases loaded. Breaking ball in for strike 1. And that'll even the count up at 1. Heinrich gives a sign. Pitch from Kid Hill. Curveball. This is hit out to left. This will score 1, possibly 2. It'll be cut off by Diaz, and nobody's at third to cover. As Diaz played the throw in from left. And that has scored 2 with runners at the corners again. A single for Dixon as Dylan Capers comes to the plate. Sacrifice bunt his first time up. So he takes for ball 1. Raiders trailing 2-1 here in the top of the 3rd. Dixon extends his lead at first. The delivery from Kid Hill, a swing and a miss for strike 1. That'll even the count, 1-1. Kid Hill comes set, he delivers, swing and a miss from Capers for strike 2. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch from Kid Hill. That's a fastball hit out to left. Salazar over, makes the catch, and that will do it for Leander in the third. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. Leave 2 on. And after 2.5, it's 2-1. Leander. Two runs on 2 hits and 2 left on. Due up for the Raiders in their half of the third. They're .891 hitters. Lucas Sparshoe, Carter Heinrich, and Jake Alepa. Noah Ruin got a little bit of rest during that.
He sure did.
Half of the inning. Wind still whipping pretty good out of the northwest. I'm starting to feel a little bit of that chill work its way here into the press box. Leading off the third for the Raiders, number 23, Lucas Sparshoe. This is his first bat of the night. Carter Heinrich on deck. As Coach Krimping makes his way to the third base batter's box. Or coach's box, not batter's box. My bad. Ruin deals an inside pitch for a fastball. I mean, for a strike.
Scratching my head on that one. Not sure where that strike zone is.
The 0-1 delivery. Slider off the outside plate for ball 1. It looked like more of a strike than that first pitch did.
I agree.
1-1 delivery. That one's a strike. The 1-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit over to second. Jared Cotton plays it, throws over to first, and that will do it for Lucas Sparshoe. 4-3 on the putout. Over to first, and that will do it. Carter Heinrich takes for ball 1 or for strike 1.
Yep.
One out, nobody on. And he lays off. And he's rung up on a strike. And quickly down in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. As Heinrich goes down on 3 straight pitches for out number 2. Jake Alepa now at the plate. He takes for ball 1. A little off-speed pitch from Noah Ruin. Alepa 0 for 1. struck out back in the first. He takes for ball 2. Jake, another one of those batters that has a lot of quality at bats. The 2-0, that's upstairs for ball 3. Oscar Salazar on deck. Ruin deals. It's a slider down the middle for strike 1. Three-one. As Alepa takes for strike 2, and the count moves full. The payoff pitch from Ruin misses for ball 4. As Alepa draws the walk. So second free pass of the night issued by Ruin.
Watch for Jake to take second here soon. One of the smarter base runners in high school. Oh, he got picked off.
Got caught in the pickle. And stumbles and is tagged out. So in a roundabout way, the Raiders are retired in order as Alepa was caught stealing for the third out with Oscar Salazar at the plate. After 3 complete, it's Leander 2, Raiders 1. No runs on no hits, nobody left on. To the 4th we go. Due up for the Lions in the 4th. 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Eddie Spear, Jared Cotton, and Jamie Williams. Andrew Kidhill back on to pitch the 4th for the Raiders.
I have him throwing 50 pitches total in the game and 33 of them for strikes.
Eddie Spear 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice back in the 2nd and was thrown out at first. First pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery is cut on and looks like it just goes foul. A slow roller down the first baseline and goes foul for a slow rolling strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eddie Spear. Second baseman Jaron Cotton on deck. Pitch from Kidhill, fastball off the outside corner for strike 2. Working that outside corner pretty good as he stays low in the zone. One and two to Mr. Spear. The pitch, this is cut on, and this is hit out to center. This will fall in for a base hit. And the Lions have a runner on first with no outs. For Jaron Cotton. Jamie Williams on deck.
I'm unsure what Andrew was asking. Something's bothering. Flash. Oh, somebody had a flash.
Guess somebody was recording and their flash was on. Can be distracting. Not sure if it was on at that first at bat. Pitch fouled off as Cotton attempted to bunt. One strike to Jaron Cotton. Throw over to first. Not in time as Spear dives back in. The throw over to first, and that gets by Drew Forcell. And goes to the fence, and Spear rounds second over to third. On the wild throw from Andrew Kidhill.
That really hurts.
That will go E1. On the throw over to first. The 0-1 pitch, and that gets the batter. He gets him on the hand, but he was not swinging at the time. Runners on the corners for the Lions.
Let's see what Coach Krempine does with his defense. Does he try to cut down the run, or does he play for the double play? Maybe double play up the middle.
Well, you're facing the ninth batter in the order, so you're at the bottom in Jamie Williams. He had that dribble hit out to the pitcher. As he takes for ball one. Back in the third. The 1-0 pitch misses low for ball two. Got some activity going over in the Raider bullpen. Two balls, no strikes to Jamie Williams. The pitch in for a strike, and defensive indifference on the stolen base.
Still not going to cut down the run up and ground ball up the middle.
The 2-1 pitch, that pitch taken for strike two. Count even at two. Runners at second and third with no outs for the Lions. Here in the top of the fourth. Andrew Buentello on deck for the Lions. The delivery from Kidhill. This is hit out to left. This is going to fall into left center, and it's rolling out to deep left. This will score two in a stand-up double for Jamie Williams. Lions lead this one 4-1 here in the top of the fourth. One on with no outs. 2 runs have scored. Pitch from Kidhill sails high for ball 1. Heinrich calls time. Go out and talk to Andrew. Kidhill from the stretch. The 1-0 to Buentello. Misses for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Hearing the chatter from the Leander dugout. The 2-0 pitch as Buentello bunts it foul for strike 1. Kidhill checks the runner at second. He deals. Gets the outside corner for strike 2. The outside corner has worked well for him tonight. Williams extends his lead at second. The 2-2 pitch. That's cut on and hit out to right. This is in for a hit and gets by Solomon. This will score 1. And Buentello with a double. As the Lions have scored 3 here in the fourth. 5-1 Leander with Alex Dunbar coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Fouls this one off for a strike. Raiders have yet to record an out in this inning. Dunbar, the 5th batter of the inning, to face Kidhill. He shows bunt. He lays off, and pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dunbar. Andrew Buentello at second base. He shows bunt, lays off, cuts on this one. Sparshoe plays it, throws over to first, but was late. And Dunbar picks up the single and moves Buentello over to third. And that will bring up the pitcher, Noah Ruin. Runners on the corners. Pitch, swing and a miss on a big hack from Ruin. He was swinging for the fences on that one. Pitch in for a strike. Again, defensive indifference on the stolen base. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and that will do it for Noah Ruin. And that is the first out of the inning. Runners at second and third. Alex Dunbar at second and Andrew Buentello at third for Garrett Landry. Garrett's 0 for 1 with a walk. He walked back in the third and got stranded. A big swing and a miss. From Garrett Landry. Again, another one of those big hacks. As he looked like he was swinging for the fences on that. Kit Hill from the stretch. And the pitch. Fastball. Middle in for strike 2.
He knows he has to go after this batter because he has Dyron Dixon coming up.
Heinrich sets up on the outside. The pitch, a swing and a miss. And that will retire Landry on the strikeout. And that will bring up Dyron Dixon, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. His third at bat tonight. Fouled off to the fence
First
for
pitch
strike
hacking.
1. And as you mentioned earlier, he likes to jump on early pitches.
He goes right after it. I love his plate approach. Very aggressive hitter.
1 strike to Dixon. The pitch from Kid Hill. That's right down the middle and popped back out of play for strike 2. And Dixon down in the count, 0-2. That's also the drawback is you get into a hole early, jumping on early pitches.
Oh, yeah.
Really helps out the pitcher, but a disciplined hitter will sit there and work him with several pitches, make him work to get him out. And he fouls another one off as he's fouled off 3 straight pitches. Nothing and 2 the count to Dixon. Breaking ball misses high for ball 1.
He's just trying to get Dyron to chase. 0-2, get it close. Don't throw him anything that he likes. Just chase.
He can work that outside corner down and away.
Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes. Heinrich sets up on the outside. Curveball, that's blooped over the head. Throw over to first.
Oh!
They're saying that his foot wasn't on the bag and called him safe. I'm not sure they're saying he beat out the throw. It wasn't a tag, it was a force. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. Galloway seemed to take his time on making the throw over to first, as if he wasn't sure where to go. That scored a run and moved the runner over to third. Now runners on the corners. And Dyron Dixon with the hit. Goes 3 for 3 on the hat trick. Dylan Capers up at the plate as he fouls one off for strike one. He's the 9th batter faced so far in this inning. He's 0 for 2, or actually he's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and a fly out to left, a swing and a miss for strike 2. And I am sure this is not what the Raiders envisioned for this first game of district play. Trailing 6-1 here in the top of the 4th. Breaking ball high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dylan Capers. Pitch from Kidhill. This is hit out to deep left. Salazar over, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Lion 4th. But they score 4 runs on 4 hits. They strand 2. And on to the bottom we go as the Raiders are finally able to get out of that inning. Well, I said 4 hits. It was 5 hits. 4 runs on 5 hits and 2 left on. On to the bottom we go. Leander leading this one 6-1 over the Rouse Raiders.
A long break for
Yes, he got 2 long breaks.
yeah, for Noah.
Noah Ruin.
Noah Ruin.
I'm not
He
sure.
had a long break. If he was smart, he got into a jacket of some sort.
Not sure where Andrew stands on his pitch count right now.
I've got 84. He's probably done. He's probably done for the night. 84 pitches with 58 strikes.
So far on the night, Leander has stranded 6 base runners. Raiders haven't stranded anyone.
Had a couple of runners, but that's about it.
And
They
both
get
of them were caught stealing.
Yeah.
Leading off will be the left fielder, Oscar Salazar, for the Raiders. So he takes curveball for strike 1. Raider bats really need to come to life. Takes for ball 1. That'll even the count up 1-1. Ruin deals. This is cut on and hit foul for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oscar Salazar. Keegan Solomon on deck. Ruin from the windup. And the pitch, that sails outside and got the pitcher on his hand. The catcher on his hand.
Ooh.
Evens the count up at 2-2. catcher, Keegan Solomon.
You hate to see that with any catcher, anybody out there really, but catchers especially. They take a beating already, and then they take a really big beating, I guess, and just heart goes out to them.
They're going to allow him to take a warm-up throw. So he took a shot on the hand. Somebody opened the freezer door and left it open.
It got kind of cold in here right away.
Yeah, it did. I know it. Well, we're set to get back underway. It's an even count to Oscar Salazar. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Keegan Solomon is ready to go.
This is tough on the batter to have such a long pause in between pitches. And now he comes up with a 2-strike count.
Ruin from the windup and the pitch.
Yeah.
2-2, swing and a miss for Oscar Salazar.
That's real difficult. Keep your concentration, keep your head in it.
Unfortunate, but
Yep.
it does happen.
It happens. Part of baseball.
The right fielder, Keegan Solomon, comes up to bat. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to third his first time up. So he takes for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery misses outside for ball 1. Colby Diaz on deck for the Raiders. One pitch. That's cut on and hit foul down the left field side for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Keegan Solomon.
Keegan recently committed to Coastal Bend Community College down in Beeville, Texas. So congratulations. Are in order there.
Congratulations. This one is popped up, and it
be
is
an
a
adventure.
high fly ball.
Well played.
Alex Dunbar over, makes the catch, and that will retire Keegan Solomon. Colby Diaz makes his way to the plate. Drew Forcell on deck. Raiders have only scored 1 run in this game, and that was Drew Forcell. Slider misses outside for ball 1. A 2-out pitch misses inside for ball 2. Nobody on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. A pitch from Ruin at the shoulders for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch, that's in for strike 1. Little bit of chatter starting to come out of the Rouse dugout. And Colby Diaz gets hit in the back. And that will bring up Drew Forcell. He's 0 for 0 and drew a walk back in the second. Diaz extends his lead at first. A throw over from Ruin, not in time. As Colby doesn't have great speed, so most likely he's not going to get too far off the bag. First pitch to Forcell, misses outside for ball one. Colin Correjo on deck. Ruin looks over. Deals from the stretch. Wow.
Wow.
That pitch looked outside from here, but he calls it a strike.
Catcher did a good job in framing that pitch, I guess.
Interesting. The 1-1, that's upstairs for ball two. That was an interesting pitch.
Agree.
Still scratching my head on that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Drew Forcell. Ruin toes in on the rubber. He deals outside for ball 3.
That was a ball.
No question.
I think he's thrown 4 balls. To this batter, but
the 3-1 delivery and misses for ball 4, and Forcell draws his second straight free pass from Noah Ruin. And for the first time tonight, the Raiders have 2 base runners on, with Colin Correjo coming to the plate. Leander calls time, wants to talk to his pitcher. I'm not sure what about. He's not really struggling. Maybe working some strategy to go after a left-handed batter. Colin Correjo comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, caught looking back in the second. The pitch from Ruin misses outside for ball 1.
see if Colin can put one up in the jet stream here. Bring the Raiders back into this game.
Ruin from the stretch. He looks at Diaz over, and he delivers a breaking ball in for strike.
That was the pitch. That looked meaty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One ball, one strike to Correjo. The pitch. This is in on the hands and through the hole into left field. Colby Diaz will hold up. That pitch, or that throw in, cut off by Garrett Landry.
That's the old hit them where they ain't.
Bases loaded. For Ryan Galloway. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Back in the second, he's scored Forcell on the RBI and then caught stealing as he rounded first and caught no man's land. Pitch from Ruin, down and away for ball 1. Ruin facing the 6th batter of the inning.
Ooh.
Galloway takes for a called strike again. Some of those kind of questionable from the box. And that's the press box. I mean, the 1-1 delivery, that's outside for ball 2. Lucas Sparshoe on deck. 2-1 pitch from Ruin. That's cut on and hammered up the middle over short. The throw over to first. There will be no play. And the Raiders get one across. And the RBI single from Ryan Galloway.
I think the shortstop was expecting the second baseman to be there, and second baseman expected the shortstop to throw it to first. Nobody home.
Raiders with bases loaded for the shortstop, Lucas Sparshew. Sparshew 0 for 1. He grounded out to second to begin the third. (6-2) Leander. He takes for ball one, which I'm going to say the optics on this look like a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike.
This one hit over towards second. This is playable. The throw over to first goes wild. This will score 2. And the wheels kind of wobbling for the Lions as the Raiders have scored 3. And that will be a single for Lucas Sparshew. But the run will score on the error. I did give that a hit.
I gave an error and a hit just now. Scored.
RBI for Sparshew.
All of this started with 2 outs.
Yep. So I gave Sparshew the hit, and the run was scored on the error. Or the second run was. Hitting the hole to short, the throw over to first in time. That'll go 6-3 on the put out of Heinrich. Raiders scored 3 runs on 2 hits, leave 2 stranded. After 4 complete, it's 6-4 Leander. As Raiders get a little bit of that back and maybe breathe a little bit of life here into Andrew Kithill, but he's got 26 pitches left in his quota.
He's pretty stubborn about coming out of baseball games. Talks his way in onto the mound even when he shouldn't be out there. But we'll see. We'll see how this works out.
Due up for the Lions here in the 5th, Spear, Cotton, and Williams.
Seven, 8, 9 batters.
And I'm seeing another number out there, number 11. Looks like he may be hitting for Eddie Spear.
Number 11 would be that Caden Wheatley. He came into the game as a pinch runner.
Courtesy runner.
He was a courtesy runner, so he can come back in any spot.
Could possibly just be pinch hitting. But nonetheless, he is hitting in place of Eddie Spear. And he gets hit by pitch on the first pitch of the inning. That does occasionally happen. Wheatley at first for Jaron Cotton. Kid Hill from the stretch. Cotton shows bunt, and he fouls this one off for strike one. Going the little Augie ball. Leander leading this one 6-4 here in the top of the fifth. One on with nobody out. Throw over to first. Not in time. If the throw had been lower, possibly.
I think he was leaning, definitely.
Kid Hill looks over. Throws over. Trying to keep him honest. Like some activity going over in the Leander dugout, but it could be ruined trying to keep warm. Fastball in the dirt for ball one. One pitch from Kid Hill. As Cotton shows bunt. Misses for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jaron Cotton. Wheatley at first. Extending his lead. Getting a little more steps. The throw or the pitch. Lob over to first. Not sure he's called safe as he stumbled over the bag and an error. And I'm not sure who that went to. I think it would be credited to Ryan Galloway. E4. And the Lions with runners at first and second and no outs for Jamie Williams. Jamie Williams had a double last inning. As he shows bunt and gets rung up for the strike. Kind of hard to explain what we were seeing on that error that was made there, as you saw 3 fielders converge on the ball.
It was definitely a good bunt. It's just they should have gotten the out at first.
Bunted
somehow.
Foul, and Williams down in the count, 0-2. Andrew Buentello on deck for the Lions. The 0-2 delivery from Kid Hill. This is fouled back to the fence. And the count remains 0-2. Kid Hill from the stretch. As he'll step off and look weakly back to second. We want to thank you all for tuning in and watching your Rouse Raiders on SHN Sports. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. The 0-2, he chases after a high fastball for strike 3, and that will retire Williams. That will bring us back to the top of the order, and that's probably going to be it for Andrew Kidhill.
He's waiting. Blake Gonzalez is waiting in the dugout. Let's see if Andrew can talk his way in for another batter. He's very persistent.
I can't imagine that would be from experience. Kidhill remains in with runners at first and second with 1 out. Wintello is 1 for 1. He flew out to center back in the first. He doubled in the fourth and reached on an error in the third. Kidhill deals. Fastball on the high corner.
Sometimes
strike 1.
Sometimes that's been called a strike. Sometimes that's been called a ball tonight.
Right. Yeah, both ways, really.
Don't really know, and it doesn't matter who's pitching it.
Nope, it doesn't.
Same spot, but
at least he's consistent. The 0-1, swing and a miss from Wintello. Down in the count, 0-2. This would be a good out to get right here.
Mm-hmm.
You get to where the play's at first, and then you're done. The 0-2 pitch from Kidhill, curveball, hit foul. Count remains 0-2.
He spoiled a good pitch right there.
He did.
Good piece of hitting, good piece of pitching right there. Just good baseball all around.
Be good to see Andrew get out of this inning. The 0-2 pitch from Kidhill. This is swung on and hit out toward right. Solomon over and makes the catch. And that will retire Wintello.
I am shocked the runner on second base did not tag and try to make it to third there.
So it was pretty deep.
It was pretty deep. And
2 away for Alex Dunbar. Dunbar is 1 for 1. He drew a walk in the first, flew out to center in the third, and singled back in the fourth as he takes for strike 1.
That call was on our side.
A little
friendly.
Generous.
That was friendly.
A little generous call. Well, we've been on the receiving and taking end of it. The 0-1 pitch to Dunbar, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Looks like Andrews hit a little bit of a different gear here. Pitching on a little bit of emotion, I think.
The 0-2, that's cut on and hit foul down the left field side. Thankfully.
Yeah.
2 strikes to Alex Dunbar. The pitch from Kid Hill, swing and a miss, and that will do it. No runs on no hits. The Lions strand 2. On to the bottom of the 5th we go. Leander leading this one 6-4.
Big strikeout right there to end the inning.
Breathe a little bit of life into the Rouse Raiders.
I've got Andrew at 101 pitches now. I'm hoping that's enough. He's done. I very likely will see Blake Gonzalez the next inning.
Noah Ruin back on to pitch the 5th. And a shaky 4th. Hopefully the Raiders can take care of business. Due up in the 5th for the Raiders. The top of the order, Jake Alepa, Oscar Salazar, and Keegan Solomon. Alepa is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
Noah Ruin has 74 pitches going into this inning with 40 strikes. 3 walks, and he's been able to punch out 4. This is who you want to have up leading off an inning, though.
Already jinxed him once.
Jake Alepa stands in as he faces Noah Ruin. Ruin's pitch down and away for ball 1. Alepa caught stealing back in the 3rd. And he takes for ball 2 on a slider down and away. Oscar Salazar on deck for the Raiders. The 2-0. Breaking ball in for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jake Alepa. The sun has gone down, but the wind is still brisk. Wow, there's one of those gifts the other direction.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Jake Alepa. The 2-2 pitch from Ruin. That's in the dirt for ball 3, and Alepa works the count full. Ruin winds and delivers. Alepa chops this one foul. Stays alive. It's a good thing that another thing that he did. I mean, it's a good thing that he did, because had he not, that would have been strike 3.
Oh, absolutely. He spoiled it to live for another pitch.
Ruin shakes off the sign. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss from Alepa, and that will retire Jake for the first out of the inning. That will bring up the left fielder, number 8, Oscar Salazar. Salazar 0 for 2. Grounded out to second and struck out back in the 4th. Pitch from Ruin that sails high for ball 1. Ruin winds and delivers inside for strike 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. This is cut on a chopper over to third. Landry has it. throw will not be in time, and Salazar legs it out for a single. Even if the throw would have been dead on, he had beat it out. Good wheels on Oscar Salazar.
High chopper, huh?
Yeah, high chopper. That will bring up the right fielder, number 3, Keegan Solomon. Solomon 0 for 2. He's grounded out the third and flew out to right.
Nope.
Throw over to first in time.
Wow.
Coach Crimpine wanting to
he's not happy with the call.
Talk to the umpire on this because it looked like he got a hand back on the bag.
I don't think he's been happy with that umpire all night long. Yeah, he's asking for a balk on the pitcher. If front foot cannot move, the back foot has to move first.
You go 1-3 on the pickoff of Oscar Salazar for 2 outs. And that will bring up, as previously mentioned, Keegan Solomon. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Raiders trailing this one. This one cut on and hit out to.
Oh, wow. Double.
Keegan Solomon with a double, as the right or left fielder and the center fielder just kind of looked at each other. Okay, nobody really called it, and it falls right between them.
That's the adventure of the wind right there.
Right.
That ball started in left field and ended up in dead center field.
So Solomon ends up with a double. And showing some flash with some speed getting there, too. That will bring up Colby Diaz. Diaz has been hit by a pitch. This one could be trouble.
No.
Oh, yeah. Wind knocking it down. It's going to go to the fence. That will score 1. Diaz with a stand-up double.
Boy.
Raiders with back-to-back doubles.
He hit that one, and it looked like the left fielder was just tracking it just fine, and all of a sudden it hit another gear, took flight.
And that will bring up Drew Forcell. He's 0 for 0 on the night with 2 walks. Raiders trail this one by 1 now. At one point, they were down in this game 6-1. Lead Forcell takes for ball 1. Ruin deals. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. That'll even the count up 1-1. To be honest with you, I really thought that ball was out of here. I thought it had a good chance of going, but then that wind just seemed like it was going to knock it down.
Yeah.
The 1-1 pitch from Ruin outside for ball 2. One on with 2 outs for Drew Forcell. The 2-1 pitch misses low for ball 3. Colin Correjo on deck. Ruin from the stretch. He checks Diaz back at second. He deals. This one gets the top of the zone for strike 2. Count works full to Drew Forcell. Ruin has a sign. He checks Diaz at second. Comes home. This was cut on and popped up out toward right field. Dunbar tracking it. He loses it. It's to the fence. That will score Colby Diaz. A tying run has come to the plate with another double, the third double of the inning for the Rouse Raiders. As Dunbar lost sight of it in the lights, a one-hopper to the fence. The Raiders have tied this one up, folks.
That was wind aided, and I tell you, I thought as soon as he hit it, I thought it might actually have a chance to get out of here.
Forcell at second. Correjo at the plate. He takes for ball 1. Andrew Kidhill breathing a sigh of relief to be off the hook for the loss. The 1-0, a swing and a miss.
Colin was a little late on that one.
That'll even the count up at 1.
See if he can put something up in the air again.
Ryan Galloway on deck. Correjo fouls this one off and drops in the count 1-2. Got the go-ahead run at second base. Correjo takes an inside pitch for ball 2. Do have action going in the Raider bullpen, getting his warm-ups in. The 2-2 pitch, this is cut on and fouled into right field territory. Deuce is wild for Colin Correjo. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Can he bring Forcell home? The 2-2 pitch from Ruin. This is fouled off and goes into the bullpen of the Leander Lions.
Ruin coming up on 100 pitches here. I think he's at 90. This is his 99th pitch right now.
The 2-2 pitch from Ruin. That misses outside for ball 3. And Colin Correjo has worked it full. The 100th pitch coming up. And the payoff pitch. Foul tip. As Correjo stays alive.
A great job by Colin.
Umpire requesting more game balls. Raider Bats has come alive here in the 5th. Three balls, 2 strikes to Correjo. Ruin spins off and looks Forcell back to second. Ruin comes set. He looks Forcell back, and Forcell will go back to the bag. Correjo calls time and steps back as Ruin playing a little game with Drew Forcell. 3-2 is cut on, and it was in on the hands and fouled off. What was he saying? He said something about the first base coach. It's unfortunate you get to breaking the rhythm. A 3-2 pitch from Ruin. That's inside for ball 4.
That'll do it. That'll do it for Ruin.
And that will bring up Ryan Galloway. Coach Crimpine calling his runners over, and they're going to call time and probably bring a new pitcher in. He's got 10 pitches, I think, to work with, or maybe 9. No, that's going to be it. That will be it for Noah Ruin. Garrett Landry will move from third.
This is very difficult on Garrett Landry. Coming in basically cold, no warm-up pitches in the bullpen. It's tough. I think he gets 8 pitches. And he has to bring it.
Number 22, Lucas Flores, comes over to third base. And I don't see any other defensive changes.
I think all 6 runs of Rouse have come with 2 outs. First one did with Ryan Galloway's hit, and then everything else came with 2 outs.
Runners at first and second. Drew Forcell at second. Colin Correjo at first for the new pitcher, Garrett Landry. Ryan Galloway will be at the plate. And he can be a dangerous bat. If Salazar had not been caught stealing,
oh, I know,
the Raiders would be leading this one right now, 7-6. Galloway 2 for 2 with 2 singles. This game tied at 6-6 here in the bottom of the 5th. Both teams have 8 hits. The only difference is Rouse has 3 errors. First pitch in for a called strike. Garrett Landry from the stretch. He checks Drew Forcell at second. The pitch. That's another one of those gifts that I thought was really low, but called for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Galloway. Landry spins off and Forcell dives back into second. Does that pirouette move. The 0-2 delivery, a swing and a miss from Galloway, and that will do it for the Raider 5th. But the Raiders pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, or 3 hits. They strand 2. And after 5, it's 6-6.
We closed the book on Andrew just a bit early. He's going back out. He gets a minimum of 1 batter.
Andrew Kidhill back on to pitch the 6th. I got 2 pitchers starting to get loose. Kid Hill probably be a great salesman.
Gets that from the stand.
Oh. I'm a little speechless. I'm surprised he's back out there right now, but then again, I'm not surprised because he talked his way back out. I'm sure.
Due up for the Lions in the 6th. Noah Ruin, which we'll see. So I don't think he came back. So it should be
22.
Flores.
Lucas Flores.
Lucas
yeah.
Flores. Flores batting from the left side. He faces Kid Hill for the first time tonight. He takes for ball 1. On a pitch earlier, there would have been a strike.
Ooh, boy.
A 1-0 pitch, fastball. Misses low. And maybe the reason why, if you notice, the umpire flinched at both those pitches.
Yep.
It's like his eyes closed for an instant. The 2-0 pitch, fastball down the middle for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike for Lucas Flores. A 2-1 delivery from Kid Hill, fastball down the middle, and Flores knew it. He's like, I'm probably not get to see that pitch again.
I hope he doesn't.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, this is a fouled off. And Flores stays alive. The 2-2 pitch from Kid Hill. That's cut on and hit foul. Working that inside corner is exactly where that pitch was. Win the battle.
Win the battle.
The 2-2 pitch. That's cut on and hit over towards third.
Man.
Off the glove of Diaz. Don't know that he would have had to play at first, so I'm going to give the hit. And that will do it for Andrew Kithill. Kithill goes 5 innings. Gives up 6 runs on 9 hits. He has 1 error.
Seven strikeouts on the night.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that. So
I think that's what Game
I've
Changer
got
has.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7.
Yep.
It definitely has. Right. Oh, Chuck Cracy comes in the booth. He is the broadcast voice of the Leander Lions on the SHN Sports Network. Definitely so.
Daniel comes into the game. I believe he's 4-0 on the season.
Daniel Norris comes in relief of Andrew Kithill. Norris a lefty. Depends on where you're at. The flags here at the press box are whipping, but the flags out at the center field not whipping as much. Now they're starting to pick up a little bit.
Daniel opened up the season pitching for Rouse in the very first game. They ended up beating, I believe it's Waco Shoemaker, and he only pitched I think 50 pitches in that game, striking out 7. It was a 2.5 inning game where Rouse won 23-0.
Norris will be facing Garrett Landry, the pitcher for the Lions. Kit Hill not able to record an out into 6th, but he has property at first. Make sure that they're on the same page. Landry is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Struck out in the 1st and 4th and drew the walk back in the 3rd. Norris comes set. Looks Flores at first. Garrett lays down a bunt. A throw over to first in time. And Garrett Landry will pick up the sacrifice bunt.
Make the routine plays. That's great baseball all the way around.
1-3 on the putout. Moves Flores over to second with Dyron Dixon coming to the plate. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. See if a lefty might throw him a little bit off his rhythm or a little off balance. And I'll take the off rhythm as he has the hat trick so far. First pitch from Norris. A slider misses in for ball 1. Norris from the stretch. He looks Flores back at second. He comes home. A curveball gets the outside corner. Beautiful, beautiful pitch from Daniel Norris. A hanging curveball at that. That's that meat you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The 1-1 delivery from Norris. He went.
Oh, are you kidding me? He swung.
All that says is that he wasn't paying attention. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 from Norris, that's hit foul. That's a great location for that pitch in on the hands, and Dixon way out ahead on it.
That was the only thing he could have done with that pitch. Is just fouled it into the dugout.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Dixon. Flores at second. The pitch from Norris is cut on and hit over to second and booted off the foot of Ryan Galloway. This will score Flores for the go-ahead run. A single for Dixon, his 4th of the night with the error on Galloway. E4. On a ball hit like that, you might expect the fielder to dive to cut it off and not boot it.
We're going to get a pinch runner for Dyron. I believe that's number 8.
Nathan Seaman. Nathan Seaman, pinch running for Dyron Dixon. Norris delivers. That pitch misses high for ball 1. Florida's the property of Andrew Kidhill. Curveball in for strike 1. The swing, as he went around, he tried to check his swing and not able to stop, but I think either way it would have been a strike. 1-1 count to Dylan Capers. The pitch is hit out to center field. Alepa has it, throws over to second, will not make it in time as Seaman gets back.
I think the runner thought that was going to be a base hit, and so he broke to third base. And the coach quickly said, "Get back." Jake made an easy catch out of it.
You've got to make another pinch hitter here, number 15, Major Maiden.
Interesting you're putting a lefty against a lefty.
Maiden's first at bat of the night. Leander leading this one 7-6.
Kremprine's going to put him on.
An intentional walk. We're bringing a pinch runner on. Number 5, Eddie Spear. Oh, so Spear is re-entering the game. He was a starter. So now he may just be a pinch runner. So looking for some speed here for Jaron Cotton. Cotton is struck out. He's been hit by a pitch and has reached on an error. So he takes for ball 1. Daniel Norris on the mound for the Raiders. Norris from the stretch fouls this one off for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jaron Cotton. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
He crossed him up, yeah. I think the catcher Carter was expecting a different pitch than what was actually thrown. You could kind of see it when he caught it. He went, "Oh, I caught it. Good for you." You know,
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's like expecting it a little bit faster than what it was.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Cotton. Norris checks the runner back at second. He deals a curveball. Swing and a miss.
He swung Okay.
All right.
They
so I
did.
was not exactly sure what that was about. You had the base occupied, but he tagged. Oh, so who's out? The batter or the runner? I don't understand that call.
The umpire just plainly didn't make a call.
I'm going to say that he was a strikeout victim.
Strikeout. Yeah, that's a strikeout.
But if the base is occupied, he can't run. But nobody attempted to leave the bag. Oh, well, I guess strikeout anyway. I didn't notice that Heinrich had dropped the ball.
I didn't think Heinrich dropped the ball.
So nonetheless, the Raiders are out of the inning, but Leander takes the lead. They get 1 run on 2 hits, 2 left on. After 6 or 5.5, it's 7-6 Leander. Due up for the Raiders in the bottom of the 6th, Sparshoe, Heinrich, and Aleppa. Lucas Sparshoe is 1 for 2. He grounded out back in the 3rd, and he singled in the 4th. RBI single. Looks like
That's Templeton.
Brian Templeton will be hitting for Sparshoe. Here in the 6th. Templeton's first at bat of the night. Garrett Landry on to pitch for the 6th for the Lions. Fastball right over the top for strike 1. So you go from seeing the sidearm to seeing the over-the-top pitcher. Templeton fouls this one off for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch fouled off, and the count remains 0-2. Carter Heinrich on deck. The pitch from Landry misses high for ball 1. Leander faithful, believing that was a strike. The 1-2 pitch from Landry, a swing and a miss from Templeton. As he chases the high fastball. For out number 1. That will bring up Heinrich. Heinrich's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to short. Landry winds. His pitch is hit foul. A long strike 1. Pitch from Landry, breaking ball in for strike 2. And Heinrich in an 0-2 hole. Jake Aleppa on deck. The 0-2 pitch, that's high for ball 1. I'm really regretting the decision of not wearing a jacket. The 1-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit foul as Heinrich stays alive.
Honestly, I thought my sweatshirt was a little bit much, but I'm really happy I made that decision.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know what? The sun will go down, the wind will die down. Oh, boy, was I wrong. The 1-2 delivery, this is a chopper, hit up the middle. Quintello has it. Throw over to first in time. And that will retire Heinrich for out number 2. Alepa is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. So he is due. Pitch from Landry, breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. Raiders with 2 out. That's when they've gone to work in the last couple of innings. The 0-2 from Landry. This is cut on and hit out toward left, and it's going to fall in for a base hit as Eddie Spear just lays off of it.
That wind is just knocking it down in left field, and he's playing pretty deep. Long run for him.
Raiders have the tying run on base at first for Oscar Salazar. Alepa back in time. Salazar 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and a strikeout, and then he was picked off at first back in the 5th. He takes for ball 1. Pitch outside, down and away. The 1-0, Alepa takes off to second. The throw down to second in time. And Alepa caught stealing. Raiders gambled and lost on that one, but I thought that the second baseman had dropped it. And that's kind of what it looked like. He was still juggling the ball, but the umpire called him out. So there you have it.
Umpire was a little closer to the play than we were. So
Yes, he was. I'll go with his. I'll go with his view.
Yep.
I'll ask Jake later if he'll say he was safe.
Right. No, you weren't. You weren't. Regardless, I think that the throw was there well in time.
That 1 out's gonna have to stay up there because I messed up.
Bottom of the order due up for the Lions in the 7th. They lead this one 7-6. Jamie Williams due up. And then back to the top of the order with Andrew Buentello and Alex Dunbar. Daniel Norris back on to pitch the 7th for the Raiders. Andrew Kidhill on the hook for the loss.
Ready to get back to some real baseball weather, not this 47-degree stuff that we have right now. Maybe it's 57. I don't know.
Whatever it is, it feels.
It's cold.
It's probably, like you said, 57, but it probably feels like 47. Jamie Williams digs in from the right side. He faces Daniel Norris for the first time tonight. Norris pitching from the stretch. Pitch fouled off for strike one. Williams 1 for 3 on the night. Grounded out to the pitcher, struck out, and doubled. Pitch misses for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Williams. Andrew Buentello on deck. Hanging curveball for ball 2. 2-1 to count. Norris comes set. And he deals a fastball, misses low down the middle for ball 3. Three-one pitch, swing and a miss, and the count works full. Payoff pitch. This one's fouled off, and Williams stays alive. The 3-2. This is cut on. This is popped up, playable to Galloway. He makes the catch. And that will retire Williams on the.
Yeah, it looks like Blake Gonzalez came in at second base.
Oh, is it Gonzalez at second base?
It's okay. Gonzalez now.
All right, I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Buentello takes for for strike one. Nice little breaking ball from Daniel Norris. The 0-1 pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on with 1 out for the Lions here in the top of the 7th. Pitch for Norris, a breaking ball cut on. This is hit for a single out to right. Buentello with his second hit of the night. He's doubled and singled. And that will bring up Alex Dunbar. Dunbar is 1 for 3. He's got a walk. He flew out to center, singled, and then struck out. He takes for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Dunbar. 1 on with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Leander leading this one 7-6. Pitch from Norris. Gets the top of the zone for strike 1. And delivery, this is cut on and hit up the middle to Sparshoe. There's 1 and 2.
There we go. That's what the doctor ordered.
Double play for the Rouse Raiders. That will be an unassisted put out and then a 6-3 on the double play. 6U. Six U, 6-3. 2-3. So in a weird way, Raiders retired the side in order. No runs on one hit, nobody left on. After 6.5, Raiders trailing 7-6. Due up for the Raiders in the 7th, the heart of the order. Oscar Salazar, Keegan Solomon, and Colby Diaz. Raiders need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Here in a chilly evening in Leander.
Glad the air conditioner just came on. Makes it colder.
It's like, my goodness, you can't tell me that it's higher than 75 degrees in this booth.
Wow. Timely.
I feel like a popsicle. It may be a heater. Is the heat on?
It sure feels like the air conditioner behind me.
Oscar Salazar stands in as Garrett Landry deals him a strike on a breaking ball. 0-1 the count. High fastball.
Oh, my.
That he tried to lay off of, and that same umpire out there this time calls it a strike where, well, folks, it's just baseball. Let's just say that. 0-2 the count. As Salazar takes for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oscar Salazar. Garrett Landry deals high and outside for ball 2. That'll leaving the count up at 2. Keegan Solomon on deck for the Raiders. The 2-2 pitch, hanging curveball inside for ball 3. I know the pitcher was thinking that was a strike, but I don't think that was anything but.
That was not a quality pitch.
Full count. Payoff pitch from Landry. Fastball misses. Oh, he punches him out.
Oh.
The umpire calls the inside pitch for a strike.
Wow. That's a brutal call right there.
As Salazar caught looking. Now, the thing is that they always teach you from Little League on is don't let the umpire be the deciding factor. Solomon takes for ball 1. If it's close on a 3rd strike, you got to be swinging. Solomon takes for a strike. But it happens. That's baseball. That is baseball. The 1-1 pitch. Nice little breaking ball drops in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with Colby Diaz on deck. 1-2 pitch to Solomon, high for ball 2. Solomon calls time and steps back out of the box. Landry winds and deals a 2-2 breaking ball. No doubt about it for strike 3, and Solomon caught looking. Raiders down to their final out with Colby Diaz. Drew Forsell on deck. Colby Diaz takes for strike one. Landry winds and deals a breaking ball in for strike two.
I think that's all Colby's going to see. He'll see another breaking ball right here. And it'll be in the dirt.
The 0-2 pitch from Landry. Fastball swinging as Leander takes the district opener 7-6 over your Rouse Raiders. He retires the side in order in the seventh. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. As Leander takes care of business versus Rouse tonight. Rouse had some opportunities as they were trailing by 5 at one point in this game, and they climbed back to tie the game and made some mistakes, some costly mistakes. The booted ball on the error by Ryan Galloway that allowed the go-ahead run to score.
It's the simple fact that Rouse did not make the routine plays, the routine ground balls. We just couldn't pick it up and throw it to first. There's a bunt that was not fielded properly. It was a good bunt. Don't get me wrong. It was a great bunt, but you got to be able to field that and get an out there.
Right.
Definitely, a 1-1 ball game, and you out error the other team by 3 on the scoreboard there. That's the difference in the ball game. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Rouse has now dropped 3 in a row, and it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. And you came in last week, you were 12-0, and you come into a game versus College Station, you end up dropping, and later in the day you drop another one to McNeil, and now you've dropped one to Leander, a district opponent, and they're definitely rubbing it in the face of Rouse, as you saw the expressions from Garrett Landry as he was coming off the mound, and rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
When
Absolutely.
you're top 10 in the state and you've been ranked as high as number 2, you're a target.
Absolutely.
And you've got to take care of business. And, Rouse hasn't looked sharp the last few games. They're making some uncommon mistakes, making some critical errors at inopportune times, and unfortunately, it's cost Rouse heavily. And you look at what they've given up. They gave up 11 runs to College Station, then 16 runs to McNeil, and then they give up 7 to Leander tonight. So they've given up a insurmountable number of runs over the past 3 games, and you can't win championships like that. And Coach Crimpine would be the first to tell you that. And we heard him before the game. He was kind of scolding some of the guys.
Irritated.
he was irritated by it, and he's not one to hide his feelings. He will say things just as they are, and if you're going to be a champion, you got to play championship level baseball.
Yep.
And that's what teams at the top do. They continue to move forward and make improvements.
The good thing I can tell you is that this is a tough district, and one loss is not. If Rouse still has their destiny. They still hold their own destiny as far as a district championship goes and all of that. I mean, one loss in this district, we're all going to beat each other up.
Right. I mean, it's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet of a district, and exactly as you say, one run does not. I mean, one game, one loss does not the season make.
Yeah, you got to right it soon, though.
So,
you got to right the ship real quick now.
Rouse, I believe we've had some injuries at pitcher, and so we're lacking in that department right now on some reliable pitchers, and hopefully we'll get those back and can expect to see them on the mound.
Pretty late in the season, but I would say maybe in the last five games we should be seeing some other pitchers out there as well. So
a heartbreaking loss for the Raiders in the district opener tonight. As they drop it to Leander 7-6. But we want to thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. For Steve Kidhill, I'm Michael Francis. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock as Rouse takes on Liberty Hill at Liberty Hill. So join